I am your child's advisory teacher. Um, for those of you who are new, advisory is kind of like homeroom. It's just a program where we have a smaller group of students that we check in on to make sure things are going okay and answer questions, kind of help out parents when they have questions, connect students with the people at the office if they need information about a laptop or about their courses. So just kind of a all-around resource for students and families. So I just wanted to briefly go over how parents can log in to see how their students are doing. So you go to the iSucceedVHS.net website and click on, even though it says student, you're going to go ahead and click on the student login button. And that will take you to a screen where you enter your username and password. Now your username is the email address that you provided to us. It's the one that my email with this video link and it came to. So that's your main email address. And then the password is the password you set up when you applied to have your student enrolled. If you can't remember your password, it's no big deal. You just click the Forgot Password link, and the system will email you a reset to the email address that you provide here. So you just enter that email address and then press password. You do need to reset that password within an hour or it's no longer valid, but you can just go back and do it again and do the Forgot Password again. So let's say you've done that and you're ready to log in. You go ahead and log in, and this is the screen that you'll come to. Now, this is a demo student, so clearly he's not doing any work and he has a lot more classes than anyone would have. But this is just to give you an idea of what the system looks like. So you can see over here, there's the message center. This is where you can see all of the messages that your student has gotten from different teachers. These are the flip switch messages, not the email. And a lot of teachers use the school Gmail to send information out, so that's a different account. You go ahead and click courses right here. This is like the primary screen that you want to be looking at. So when you click into a course, you'll see notifications, and these are when assignments have been graded, feedback has been given, you'll get a little notification there, and you can click on those and look at them. Over here, you'll see the course announcements for the course that the teacher has posted. And you can click all posts to see all of them. You'll get just a little snapshot of the announcement, but you can click read, view all, or read more, and then you can see the whole announcement. And then areas of focus is just an automatically generated list that the system produces places that your student needs to start with to bring their grade up. So if an exam score has been low or a project needs to be revised, the system will say this is kind of the weak area of the class. So since Lionel Demo hasn't done any work, he needs to focus on everything. Here is the gradebook. So you'll click on that button that says gradebook, and that will show you eventually all of the assignments that will be worth credit in the course for the entire quarter. So you can literally scroll down and see all of the work that will be graded in the course. And also the estimated due date. Now, due dates are kind of a guideline. No teacher docks points for late assignments. So as soon as, and the system doesn't dock points for late assignments. So as soon as your student submits that work, they'll get full credit on that project up to what they earned. So if they got 100%, they'll get 100%. So this is the due date. This is the date that the assignment has been submitted. And if that is a red exclamation point, it means that the assignment is overdue. So right now, these assignments are going into Lionel's grade as zeros. And a zero has a really strong negative pull on a grade. So it's important to fill those empty buckets. And that really brings the grade up quickly. Had he submitted checkpoint 1, his grade would be here, and the number of attempts would be here. And that's kind of interesting information because the workbook assignments allow unlimited attempts, and the checkpoints allow 3 attempts. So if your student has a low score on a workbook or a checkpoint and they have not used multiple attempts, so they only took it once, you might want to encourage them, hey, why don't you go back and review that information and try that again. Especially the checkpoints are important because they're like little quizzes, they're about 10 questions, and they relate directly to what will be covered on the exams. So we want to make sure that those checkpoint grades are at least a 70 or higher, and that's an indication that the student is ready for the exam. And most teachers are willing to reset checkpoints and create additional attempts. So that's something else. You can email the teacher and say, hey, can you give my student one more attempt on the checkpoint? She didn't do very well. and I want her to review that material again. So the attempts are an important thing to look at. You can't take exams more than once, but most teachers let students redo projects as many times as they want to. So that's kind of the gradebook information. You can also print the gradebook, and that will give you, if you click there, it will give you a PDF that you can print, and that gives you all the due dates for the whole quarter. So you can kind of, if you have a vacation coming up, sometime you know your student's going to miss, you can do a little planning. Okay, so then lastly, what you can do through this parent-student portal is launch the course. So you can actually go into the course that your student is taking, and it will take you to the point that your student has gotten to. So you won't be able to move ahead in the course past where your student is, but you can review all of the work that they've done in the past. It doesn't let you submit answers or anything. It kind of locks you out of entering any information, but you can go through all of the information that your student is seeing. So let's say you're at work and your student's at home and they're struggling with something. You can just go ahead and go in the course and look at it with your student to see if you can provide any help. For me, I would probably not be able to help my son with this Algebra 1 information, but many parents can really help out, and so and sometimes it just even makes them feel good for you to be looking at what they're looking at. And if both of you are saying, yeah, this is really difficult, then you can go ahead and go back to the dashboard. Hopefully it'll let me go right back. And you can send a message to your teacher right there from the dashboard through the messaging system. These are all the unread messages. And I'm not seeing the compose, and I think that's because I'm in the review mode, but there should be a compose button up here, and then you can select the teacher that you want it to go to. So that's kind of an overview of the dashboard. You'll definitely want to use this, and these grades are up to the minute. So they're exactly where your student is. If your student says, oh, I submitted a ton of work, it's really easy for you to go ahead and verify that and see how they did on the assignments that they submitted. So I hope this was helpful, and if you have any questions at all about anything that's going on with school or any of your students' courses or any scheduling questions or anything like that, feel free to email me, call me, or text me, and all of my contact information is in the message that includes this link. Have a great day.